Depression surrounds most comic book characters, and I think the reason why is because depression is such a relatable human emotion and mental health problem. It makes the people who we see as gods seem like they're just like you and me, and they struggle with the same problems that we do. While this trope can get boring if handled poorly, I'm looking at you, Tom King, it can also elevate a story if handled properly. So today's episode is going to be on depression and learning from Peter Parker that life can be great. Here we go. 2021 was kind of a hard year for me, and I think a big reason why was because I hyped it so much for people and myself, and when things crashed and burned for me in February with the cancellation of my Kickstarter that I had been promoting for the last 5 months, I felt like not only had I let myself down, but I had let other people down as well, and what happened after that can only be described as depression. And I think that is the biggest struggle that I personally deal with as a creator. It's depression. And what's great about this depression is sometimes it hits you when you least expect it. Like, I wasn't expecting to start 2022 with depression, and yet here I am. I thought this is going to be the most amazing year, and instead my brain goes, nope, it's not. Let's turn on that depression. It's always interesting to see how people view certain heroes, especially mainstream audiences. With the release of No Way Home, I think people finally understood, at least those who have been watching the MCU, that the character of Spider-Man is someone who is filled with tragedy, and yet is constantly trying to joke around and have a positive outlook on life, despite that what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man is that he will continue to suffer loss after loss after loss. I decided that this week I should read one of my favorite Spider-Man books, which is Spider-Man Blue by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Filled with classic villains like Green Goblin, the Vulture, the Rhino, and the Lizard, we get to see Spider-Man contend with his greatest foes, while also contend with the fact that the girl he loves and the girl he eventually will be with are fighting for his attention. The story is told through flashbacks as an older Peter Parker recounts various events that led him and Gwen falling in love with each other. It's one thing after another, and as Peter recounts his memories, you can tell in the writing the pain he is going through as he talks about falling in love with Gwen Stacy. Throughout my week of drawing, I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to stay motivated because the whole time I'm just thinking, what's the point? Is this even good? Will something positive come at the end of this? By the time I got to the end of the week, I'd managed to get to the last couple pages of the book. Peter has defeated all the bad guys and comes back to his apartment to find Gwen there, asking him to be her Valentine, and them falling in love, only for us, the reader, to turn the page to see an older, more experienced Peter Parker sitting in his attic on a tape recorder as he recounts us this story, saying, "For years I've tried to make some sense of your death, something, anything that I could call good, that came after all that bad." He then tells us that the only way that Mary Jane was able to have a real relationship with Peter at the end of the day was because they had experienced the loss of Gwen. He then ends the book by saying, "I guess when I try to sum up how I feel sometimes around this time of year, I feel blue. Not like I've been dipped in with Tidy Bowl Man, but like in music, in jazz, in feeling blue. And I long for a time when a girl I knew with an incredible smile and so much good in her heart made me think life can be great." I'm not gonna lie, it's been a tough week, but there's a lot to be excited for in 2022, and something that I've chosen to realize this year and do think about whenever I feel blue is that life can be great. This year, I'm excited to finally put out The Girl with the Megafist, a book I've been working on for the last 6 months quietly and alone. With great reception I've gone from the early access readers on my Patreon, I'm excited to get this book out to you on Kickstarter in February. My favorite parts of making a comic are always the beginning, because you're so excited. You know, all the excitement. And then moments like these where I finished drawing the last page of this particular chapter of The Girl with the Megafist. That makes me feel good. I'm tired, but it makes me feel good. And I'm proud that I was able to get this chapter done because I've been sick for the last 2 weeks. So the fact that I was able to draw 12 pages while sick with pneumonia and RSV, pretty good. Hey, if you're a writer, an artist, or a creative, or just anyone, really, thank you for watching this video. And I want to let you know that if you're ever feeling depressed, if you're ever feeling blue, life can be great. Life is great. 2022 is going to be my year. It's going to be your year, and just keep going. Life is going to get good for you. Okay, always make sure to have silly goose time. Always. Thank you to my patrons who make it possible for me to make my own stories and these videos. They get early access to all the books I make, as well as exclusive content. I hope you like the new video style. Let me know in the comments what you think. Y'all have a great day, and remember, life can be great. Peace.